Hello everybody, welcome to another video tutorial about Dreamweaver. We will be creating a fake website, and in that website we will be learning about a little bit about CSS style sheets. Okay, so I'll minimize the Dreamweaver. What I've done, I've created a folder on my desktop by the name of learning website, and it has got two subfolders, images and videos. Both are empty folders. Okay, so this is going to be the root folder for the new website. So I'll open Dreamweaver again, and I'll go to site, new site, and I'll choose the folder that I just created on my desktop by clicking on this browse folder, and the new folder is on desktop, learning website, and I'll select. Okay, I don't select images or videos. We want to select the root of the folder, and this site should open here as soon as you save, and I'll give it a name, learning website. I'll save it, and this new site will open here. Okay, so the location of the site is c/users /acer/desktop and learning website. Okay, now you can create a new HTML document from here, or you can also create a new document from here. Blank page, HTML, no layout, create. So you've got a blank page, which in this case is on design view. Dreamweaver has created a code for it, and there's not much there at the moment. So as soon as you start creating tables and other things, you'll see this code changing, and it's a good way to learn about the HTML coding as well. So I'll go back to design view, and under layout tab I have an icon called table. I want to create a table with 4 rows and maybe 2 columns. Table width is 900 pixel, border thickness is 0, means the borders will not be visible to users. Cell padding 0 and cell spacing 0. We'll learn about cell padding and cell spacing in some other tutorial in future, and I'll say OK. By default, the table that gets created is aligned to left, and I want to align it in the middle. So I'll go to window, and I'll open the property bar. Shortcut is Control F3, and I want to align this table. The table is selected, and you can see the table is selected, and here align center. So table is in the center. I want to merge these 4 cells, as we call them, and I'll press simply this button here. Okay, now the total width of the table is 900 pixel, and if you want to see the width, you go to visual aids and click on table width. Now you can see the total width is 900 pixel. I want to reserve this area for advertisement, and I want only 30% of whole table width to be utilized or consumed by advertisement for the area that is reserved for advertisement. So over here in your properties, I will write 30%. Notice what happens here, and the width is 30% of 900 pixel, which is 269 pixels. I also want to be able to measure or see the width of this. So what I'll do, I'll click in here in any of these rows, and I'll say 70%, and it should start telling me here about the width of this cell. Okay, as soon as I press enter, you have another visual aid, 70% of 900 pixels, which is 629 pixels. Okay, so this area is 269, this area is 629 pixel wide. Okay, so this area is reserved for advertisement, and we want to create rest of the website here. Okay, we can switch visual aids off Now table width off, and this first cell I want to reserve it for top links, and I will give it a background color. This one is reserved for footer, and I'll give it the same color. This one is reserved for a company logo or banner, whatever you want to call it, and we have to create a logo which is exactly the same width of this cell. We want to find out the width again, table width. So this is 629 pixel wide, and what I'll do, I'll insert a temporary image object here, image placeholder, and I want to call it logo, and the width, instead of 629, I'll give it a width of 628 pixels, and height maybe 150, and I'll give it a temporary color of maybe dark red. Okay, this area we want to reserve it for our text, and I want to divide this cell further into two. Okay, so what I'll do this time, I'll, instead of dividing it from here, you can do it from here, I'll put another table in it, and this time I want one row and two columns, and I want it to be 100% of this. So I want another table to fit into this cell, which is 629 pixels. Okay, I'll switch visual aids off, and I will press enter a few times, and again I want to utilize this space for a sprite menu bar. Will tell you what it is. So we want maybe 25% of the total width, which is 629. So 25% will be, we'll see how much it is. It's too small, so maybe 30%. And this area I want 70%. 70%. Okay, so if you switch your visual aids on, you can see this is 188 pixels and this is 440 pixels. Okay, now the top link, home, and if I'm pressing the space bar, and you'll notice that nothing is happening. So what you have to do, you have to press shift control and press the space bar again. Okay, 2 times, 3 times, doesn't matter. This is the first page, home page. Second page can be products, and shift control and space bar again. Third page can be services, shift control space bar, and the last page can be contact us. Okay, I want everything aligned to the right of this cell. Again, go to the properties and horizontal alignment towards the right hand side. Okay, footer, we want to say copy right, and I want to insert a copyright symbol. I'll go to text here, and from this drop down menu I can choose copyright symbol. You'll notice that copyright symbol is here. Okay, and we'll see learning website 2010, and we want to center this, and to center this, horizontal alignment, center. Okay, okay, now notice this is same font and this is same font. I can use page properties to change this font. Maybe I want italics, so if I click this and I apply, everything is italics. Okay, I just wanted to change this italics, I didn't want to touch this. Now how do we solve this problem? So there are many ways you can uh, address this issue. One of the ways is to use a style sheet. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll create a CSS style sheet. We'll go to File, New, Blank Page, and CSS style sheet. Okay, so we've got a CSS style sheet open, which has got no title, untitled. So we'll save it as a maybe new style sheet dot css. Okay, I'll save it, and you've got a CSS style sheet, but it has no styles defined. Okay, so the easiest way to define a style is to use this CSS style tab, and there is a paper sign with a plus which says define a new CSS rule. Click on this, and this CSS rule box opens up. There's a drop down menu, and we have to create a class. Okay, notice what happens here. So I'll bring it along. You can choose a name. You can say style underscore 1, and notice what happens here as soon as I say OK. And so this is dot style means an open curly bracket and close curly bracket, and now we are defining the style. We can choose a font family, Arial, font weight maybe bold, font size maybe 16, and font color maybe dark blue. Okay, and again you'll notice that everything will appear here, so it will write the code by itself. Alright, now I can create another style by going into a new CSS rule. Alternatively, you can practice creating or writing a CSS code. So style 2, open curly bracket, close curly bracket, and enter. And I want to say font. Notice it's giving me a drop down list, and I want to say font size. I'll press enter, and this font size I want 12, and I'll put a semicolon, and I'll press enter. Font family, I want to create I want to use Courier New monospace, and I'll type semicolon and enter. And font style, and I want it normal, and again don't forget to put a semicolon, and that's it. Refresh. So we've got a new style sheet by the name of new style sheet CSS, and it has got 2 styles. You can add more styles into it. I'll save this style sheet, and then we can close this. So we've got our index HTML document here. Now what we have to do, we have to link the new style sheet that we just created into this document. Notice the new style sheet is not appearing here. Okay, so the way to do is to go to class and attach style sheet, browse, and it should automatically take you to the site root, new style sheet, and press OK. Okay, now you'll notice if you click this drop down menu, you'll have 2 new styles appearing here. Okay, so I want to give this style 1, okay, and I want to give this style 2. Okay, now as you can see, it does not look very good. What you can do, the new style sheet is appearing here now. What you can do now, you can double click on this style 1, and you can choose a different font, maybe Arial, and I don't want it to be bold, I want it normal. Okay, and I'll apply. Okay, and text decoration none, and we want maybe normal. Okay, so we've just made changes to style 1, and style 2 maybe is too small, so we want to increase the font size, maybe 18, and apply, and we've got a new. Okay, so this is just for learning purpose. You can actually, you won't be using these fonts, and okay, so that's it for now. In next tutorial we will learn how to use spray menu bar here. We'll be using vertical spray menu. Thanks for now.